First, I would like to say that everything I speak on today is coming from my own personal opinion. You don't have to agree, but we live in a day and age of information. A lot of information is getting put out, so a lot of truth is coming out. So a lot of things that can't be really just hidden anymore. The truth reveal itself. But I just really want to speak on just about health in today's era. We are moving into a new world where we're taking better care of ourselves. We are learning that it's nothing like self-care. We're learning that it's best to be your own doctor. Like we are our own doctor. Our body loves our attention, and the more that we pour into ourselves and go inside ourselves, our body enjoys this because it loves the attention that we give it. And we are learning that as humans, we are natural healers. We're born out of, like I say, pure, unconditional love, joy, happiness. All of that is inside. The more you embrace that, and the more you step into that, the better you feel about yourself and everything you're around you. We're loving creatures. So anything hateful, negative, all of that is outward. But the positive things, love, like I say, joy, peace, happiness, all of that is already inside you. You don't have to seek outward for that. Just go inside yourself. Like I said, we're moving into what people are learning is best to know you are your own doctor, you know what I'm saying? But it's you still have things that can happen where you do need to seek medical help. Unexpected things happen all the time. And it's nothing, it's some things that we can't control, but that's why we are here together to help one another. So you can seek help if it's, what I'm saying, because like I say, some unexpected things happen all the time, and there's nothing that we can do about it. We could just we can learn how to approach it when it does happen. And the more present you are, every problem you have, you see that it's a solution. It's a solution to every problem. So you learn how to embrace things. You learn how to approach things when they do happen. And like I said, we just learned this is day and age of the information era. And like I said, there's a lot of information that's being revealed, and a lot of diseases and stuff we see that a lot of this stuff can be self-cured. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that we didn't know back then, but a lot of information is out now that we see that, exercise, eating right, eating healthy, just taking care of yourself, that right there puts you at an advantage. You never really see a healthy person or just a in shape person really in the hospitals. You know what I'm saying? You take care of yourself, you avoid that. But like I say, you can go for checkups, daily checkups and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, things happen, or you want to see. You know what I'm saying, if you're all right or something, you're taking care of yourself nice, and you get checked up. There's nothing wrong with that. And like I said, it's a lot of things that's being put out, a lot of information that's being put out that we see that in today's era that we are. It's a lot of stuff that heals itself. We have a lot of people who moving more into fasting, eating less meat, just putting the right nutritions in their body, and the body take care of itself. You put the good stuff in your body, and your body sees this, and it just it gets stronger with, what I'm saying, the good things you put in your body with the exercise and eating healthy. It loves its attention. So bad eating habits and stuff like that, you can break them, and you can always embrace new. It's always, what I'm saying, it's always a new day to approach life. And that's what we are learning. Like I said, it's a lot of things that we used to laugh at, what I'm saying, 10, 15, 20 years ago, we're seeing that come to life. Like back then, people were laughed at for being vegan, meditation, yoga, all that healthy stuff people used to laugh at, but that's the world we live in today. A lot of people are embracing it more. We see that this is what keeps the body moving. This is what the body loves to do. Everything that, the universe, everything that God put here, we have everything that God has already put here. Everything that we need is already here. A lot of things we just have to search for. Anything man-made destroys it's gonna fail. But we, like I say, as humans, we are natural healers, and everything on this earth that's natural is for us. That's why we all embrace it. We move as one. But even like a lot of diseases and stuff, these diseases and just stuff like even diabetes, high blood pressure, a lot of these things are gonna fade away in the near future. That's just I see it. How I see it. Like I said, a lot of people getting exercise more. A lot of people are more in shape now, and a lot of things can be fought just by taking care of your body, exercising, running, working out. A lot of this stuff, like even I say like high blood pressure, diabetes, that's sugar. You know what I'm saying, in the bloodstream. That's just there's a lot of stuff you can sweat out by taking care of yourself. Not saying it's gonna be easy, but hard work pays off. And the more we take care of ourselves, like I say, even stuff like diabetes and stuff like we look at that like that's all just taking care of yourself. That stuff will I don't see none of a lot of these things being around in the future. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a lot of things that we thought we needed medicine for and stuff. I don't see a lot of that stuff. Even sexual transmitted diseases. The more healthy we are, the more pure we are, more loving we are. A lot of things we moving in a more pure era. We still have those things that we still have to fight off, but every good, I could say, good is all the bad come with the good, or the good come with the bad. So it's always an obstacle to overcome. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the more healthy we are, the more we take care of ourselves. We're moving in a pure way. We're moving more pure as humans. More loving, more nice. A lot of that stuff helps. That's just the day and age that we are living in. So a lot of things I don't see being around in the future that if you notice, like a lot of things even back in the 80s, before then, a lot of diseases that was, when they first found out about them, it scared everyone. It was killing everyone. But nowadays, a lot of those things you hear about it. Some of them are already a thing of the past, or a lot of stuff you live with, and it just don't even phase you anymore. You know, and that's just what the world is coming to. We're moving more. It's a big shift coming, and we're moving more pure. Like I say, everything still has distractions and things we still battle, but that's why we're here to help one another, lift each other up, and keep it moving.